Hey y'all. So we already know this season is nothing but continued growth and breakthroughs, okay? It's like I feel it. I feel it for myself, and I know if we all put forth the effort, it'll be for everybody else. Mind you, with coming across a breakthrough, you are going to experience, like I always tell y'all, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to feel like you all alone. And that's okay. If it's an end goal, be by yourself, okay? A lot of people don't like being alone, unsure of what's next, but it's okay. Maybe this is the season for all of us to not know what's next and just have the faith A1 without even knowing it's okay. I trust you, Lord, and you wouldn't put me through anything. So I'm all in. Hands off the wheel. You are in control, okay? That is why today we are talking about don't pray for doors and fear hallways, okay? You asked for the door, but nobody told you about the hallway. The hallway is the in between. Y'all remember, not having a title or a word for it, but just know we in between. This is literally what I'm talking about. Being in the midst of a hallway, not knowing where to go next. You don't even know the end goal, but when you have that faith, it is what it is. I'm going to trust you and you have the will. I'm following you wherever you lead me. That is where I am going. This is the waiting season, okay? Once you are in tune with your faith and you gave God full control, you are no longer in control. Just sit there, keep doing what you've been doing, and watch where you going. This is the uncomfortable stretch between I've prayed for this and I'm fully living in it. And some of us, you know what I'm saying? We love the idea of the door, but we panic in the process, okay? How are you supposed to get further when every different move that you've never taken freaks you out and all you want to do is just stop? What do you do with that? If you keep stopping, you're never gonna get to your end goal. It's not going to take you anywhere. How are you supposed to trust a process that you stop every time anxiety comes in? You're not going to go nowhere. And it's really sad to say, mind you, I only speak about things that I've been through, okay? And I just be hoping that everything that I speak about due to the experience that I've came across when procrastinating, when second guessing yourself and not being able to move forward. You're going to sit here and be like, man, I should have did that last week. And then mind you, you could come across, so you know what, that should have been done last year or it should have been done years ago to avoid having that mindset and think back like, you know what, I've wasted so much time. Me personally, I don't believe in wasted time. I would say not so much of wasted time, but you're delaying your blessings. I would say that. And I think that's worse than wasting time because we do not know how much time that we do have on earth. And if your blessing was right there, if you would have just did A and got to B immediately, that's on you because God already has it listed for us. But if you not listening and you still doing what you want to do, you are the one that delayed that blessing, okay? So don't sit here and go to these people or go to that person or look back on a situation like, you know what? If I didn't listen to so and so, or if I would have did this, then you should have did it. Like I always talk about that accountability, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to sit here and be like, you know what? My life is like this because of me. And once you realize, like, man, how many other things have I been delaying? When you come across that and understand that anything that happened prior, anything that's happening now, and your future depends on you. Whatever decision, whatever choices that you make, you gotta look at that and just take it like a G, you know what I'm saying? And just be like, you know what, that was the wrong move, but I don't regret it because I learned something from it and just move on like that. Doors represent the opportunity, okay? Hallways represent the preparation. You cannot skip preparation and expect elevation. If you prayed for growth, the hallway will stretch you. That's just what it is. If you prayed for better love, the hallway will require boundaries. If you prayed for peace, the hallway may require separation, and that's when fear shows up, okay? And stop being scared because of separation. Everyone close to you is not good for you. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it all. Your little circle, your family, your friends, sometimes they are good for a season. We have to stop sitting here and saying, you know what? No, we've been through this. I was raised this, should be that. No, if people are not good for you, they're not good for you. God knows exactly where you need to be and where you should be and the type of person you should be. If you still want to stay in it's comfortable and I don't have to worry about anything, that you stay there. But don't sit here and blame anybody. That's on you. God has given you multiple opportunities. Like, hey, I'm sitting here and I'm letting you know I see things that you don't see. I hear things that you don't hear. I'm trying I'm trying to remove you from the heartache that's waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you so much. I do not want you to see that. But if you keep sitting here and staying in it, God gonna sit here and take his hands off it. Like, you know what? Now you want the control again. So do what you do. And I know how it's gonna end. So I'll talk to you in a few days. It's like it's messed up to say that, but that is reality. If you are not following instructions that the Lord is giving you, it's going to be failure no matter what, because this is God. God knows what it is. And if you still gonna follow what he told you is not gonna work, then maybe you just love failure. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you love the heartbreak. Or maybe you just like the pity. That's fine. If that's what you want to do. I learned the hard way, okay? When I say the hard way, I mean the hard way. Oh, okay. Quick Gina talk real quick. So I decided to be in control, and it's like I felt and I heard God talking to me. I would sit here and pray about situations, and it's like God would allow me to see how things would be if I continue to move the way I was moving. And it's like I saw it, and then I would pray and be like, but wait, Lord, no. At that point, when I tell ya, at that point, I literally felt him remove himself from whatever I was going through. I felt it because when I tell you things in my life were getting so bad, I was like, oh no, this is what happens when you don't listen. This is what happens when you become disobedient. Like, nothing's gonna happen to you, but just know I'm not trying to save you no more because I tried to do that. So now I'm gonna just sit here and allow you to go through it. You love heartbreak? Take this heartbreak. You love being treated this type of way? Take it. I told you to leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave that person alone. Leave the situation alone. And you didn't listen, so that's fine. You're gonna come back to me though, because this ain't it. And maybe in certain situations we need to go through that because God is like, I'm done with it. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you though, but just go through it because you ain't listening. And that's how that be. But even returning back to that's where fear shows up, okay? Fear is one of the most dangerous things that we go through because we don't even know. It's like with the fear comes anxiety and everything else. And it's like, how do we stop that? Mind you, I'm still working through this right now. You just have to think about it like this. When you sitting here and thinking about things or when you're seeing things, just know the thoughts that cross your mind, every single thought that comes across is not from God. Okay? Because mind you, it be demons and the devil. They hear you. And mind you, in order for them to be here, they have to go through people. Okay? Okay. It's going to get a little touchy. But think about it. When someone is sitting here and they just switch 2.5, I'm not saying like, hey, you're talking to the devil or you're talking to demons. I'm not saying that. I'm just like, when you're going through things and those same people that were there for you at one point, now they don't want nothing to do with you. Pay attention to it. Mind you, do not change who you are because the situation is not what it was. Because if you change you and try to turn into that situation, you're messing with your character at that point. Then they have all right to sit here and be like, wow, you was never genuine because you acting like this and that. Don't sit here and do the tit for tat. Oh no, I'm only acting like this because I saw you switch. No, that's basically stating I am not truly myself because I go based off of how I'm being treated and I'm a dude. No, don't do that. Because if you're a genuine person, if you just do things just because, keep doing that. But if you see things for what it really is, no one told you you were not allowed to remove. Listen to the other episode, revoking access. Okay. It's not going to change you. And for the things you do, for the thoughts that you have, still stay that person, but just be like, you know what? I'm starting to see that this is truly who you are and how you operate. And I'm not really rocking with it like that. And that's cool. Just be like, it's no bad blood, no none of that. I'll love you. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to sit here and love one another. Mind you, forgiveness is everything. If you sitting here with a heart that cannot forgive, I'm gonna just say, like, you in trouble, okay? Because you can't sit here and want to pray for yourself and still have hatred in your heart. And a lot of people take it the wrong way just because we not rocking with each other no more, or just because I'm not talking to you, or just because I'm not seeing you like that, it automatically means I hate you. No, I don't hate anyone on this earth. Absolutely no one, because hate is a very strong word. You can sit here and be like, I thought you were what the words that came out of your mouth were. But I'm starting to see that it's not matching, and that's okay. From where I am in life right now, I can't rock with it. But I do wish you the best, and I do have love for you. But I just don't want to surround myself around this anymore. And that's totally fine. Now, if that situation, if they make you feel like, oh no, you're just heartless, you never cared, that's something they got to deal with. If you know that your heart is pure and you meant what you said, it is what it is. Take the time out and sit here and pray about it. And that's another thing. Prayer is everything. If you sit here and pray and just say, you know what, Lord, please take away any and everything that is not for me. And then that happens, and then you feel some type of way because the access has been revoked and you don't know what to do. It's only one person that knows. You better sit there and pray about it. Okay? Because with fear would get you and trap you in a corner and say, what if it doesn't work? But faith will say, what if it does? You know what I'm saying? That's the toggle right there. You want to listen to fear, or you want to be A1 with faith? Mind you, you prayed for that door. Now you have to trust that hallway, okay? And before I let y'all go, I do have affirmations for this. Number one, trust the process between the seasons. Mind you, if you're sitting here in a dark season, and your faith is there. It's just like, like, Lord, I don't know what's going on, but my life is in your hands, so I know I'm safe. I'm coming across things in the flesh that I do not understand, but I'm here with you. Number two, transitioning does not mean rejection, okay? That other version of yourself is a little uncomfortable because now we're stepping into something that we've never done before, nothing that we never became before. The thought process is different and all that. Stop sitting here and thinking because things are changing that you're being rejected. You're not being rejected. What you're doing is turning into the correct version of you, and it's making you nervous, and it's cool. Just rock with it. Keep the faith A1. Number three, I am prepared, not punished. Okay? You are prepared to move forward. And lastly, I walk by faith when the path feels quiet. Okay? When that path, for me personally, I feel like when you're walking down the path and it's nothing but silence, well, for me, with my connection with God. I feel like when he's not saying anything to me, I'm not gonna lie, at first I do freak out because I'm like, did you leave me? But if you go in your Bible, God will never forsake you. He will never leave. So if you felt like he left, you better open up your Bible. You don't know how many times I open up my Bible when I feel like I'm here by myself. If that path feels quiet, I feel like what I've experienced is God's like, you know what? I just told you what to do. Now I'm going to just sit here and watch you do it. So don't freak out. If the faith is A1, you good to go. Mind you, you better stop praying for them doors if you scared of them hallways. Them hallways are the best thing that you are going to walk through. Okay? I really hope that this episode helps someone out there, and I will talk to you guys next week.